All right, let's get right into it. We're talking about one of the biggest shakeups in tech I've seen in a long time. It's the return of the browser wars, and it's going to affect how literally anyone gets found online. And when I say everything is about to change, I mean everything. The old playbook, SEO, Google ads, chasing those clicks, just toss it out. This isn't some far-off sci-fi prediction. Nope, this is happening right now as we speak. For what feels like forever, there's really only been one game in town for finding stuff online. But that's over. We have just walked into a brand new era, a massive turning point, and people are already calling it the new browser wars. Yep, you heard that right. But the battleground this time, it's completely different. We're not talking about who has the fastest browser or the slickest features anymore. No, this war is all about one thing. Who's got the smartest, most deeply integrated AI? And believe me, there's a huge new player about to step onto the field. So, just for a second, let's imagine something. A hypothetical product. We'll call it ChatGPT Atlas. Picture a brand new web browser, but it's built from the ground up by OpenAI, with ChatGPT baked into its very soul. This isn't just another app. This is a direct shot at the giants of search. It's a complete reimagining of how we even use the internet. And here's the key thing to understand. This isn't just slapping a chatbot onto a browser and calling it a day. No way. This is a full-stack AI experience. It's an entire ecosystem. It remembers your conversations, it helps write your emails, it automates workflows for you. The goal is to make it the one and only portal you use for everything online. And it's all driven by conversation. But, and this is a huge but, that shift to a conversation-first internet, it creates a massive, massive problem, especially for anyone, any business that depends on people finding them online. So why is it such a big deal? Well, because the foundation we've all built on, the good old search page, is basically disappearing. I mean, look at this. It really nails the difference. Yesterday, you type something into a search box and get a big long list of blue links to click. Today, you just ask. You ask a question and you get a direct answer. And in that new world, things like paid ads and your SEO ranking, they're suddenly way less important than getting a direct recommendation from the AI. Which brings us to the million-dollar question, right? If your business, your service, your expertise, if none of that is actually in the data the AI is using, then how can it ever recommend you? It's simple. It can't. You become invisible. You just can't be part of the answer if the AI doesn't even know you're in the room. Okay, so if the old way of doing things is broken, what replaces it? Well, there's a new strategy, a new mindset, really. It's called owning the conversation. And frankly, this is the big mental shift every single business is going to have to make if they want to survive this. The goal isn't just to be seen anymore. It's to be embedded. What does that mean? It means you have to proactively, deliberately feed all of your business's data, everything you do, everything you know, directly into these AI ecosystems. You're basically training the AI's brain so that when someone asks a question you can answer, you are the answer it gives. And the power of doing this? It's absolutely staggering. Get this. Some early data suggests that when an AI recommends something, users trust it up to 300 times more than a paid ad. 300. So when an AI, like our imaginary ChatGPT Atlas, mentions your business, it's not seen as an ad. It's seen as a fact, as an authoritative answer. And that is a kind of trust you just can't buy. Okay, I know this all might sound a little abstract, maybe even complicated, but the actual process of getting embedded, it's surprisingly logical. So let's walk through a practical example of how this could work. All right, let's look at a case study. We'll call it the Sutherland Sally AI Assistant. So imagine an AI that's been trained on nothing but hyperlocal data for one specific region. The whole point is to make it the absolute best, most trusted source for any question about that town or area. And by doing that, it embeds all the local businesses right into that AI ecosystem. So how do you do it? Well, here's a basic 4-step plan. Step 1, you train the AI on all your local data, everything it needs to know about your business, your neighborhood, your city. Step 2, you build something called a vector database. Just think of it like a super smart library for the AI, where it organizes all that information so it can find it in a split second. Step 3, you publish the transcripts from all the questions people ask. This creates this amazing, constantly growing FAQ that makes the whole system smarter. And then the final step, step 4, you integrate it directly.
You set things up so that big AIs, like ChatGPT itself, can ping your little local assistant to get trusted answers. And boom, you've just made yourself an official source of truth within the whole AI network.
Okay, let's pull all these threads together. What we're witnessing here isn't just a small change, it's a seismic shift. We are in a moment where the old rulebook for how to get discovered online is officially obsolete. And this right here, this is probably the most important lesson of this new AI era. Having a great product isn't enough anymore. Honestly, AI makes building products easier than ever. The real challenge, the thing that will separate the winners from the losers, it's distribution. It's all about getting found. And in this new world we're entering, getting found means getting embedded. I mean, it really is that stark. If the world is asking AI for answers and recommendations, and your business isn't part of the data that AI uses, then for all practical purposes, you just don't exist online anymore. So, that's the big question I want to leave you with. As the internet becomes this agentic, conversational place, you have a choice to make, and you have to make it now. Is your business going to be the one that gets recommended, or is it going to be forgotten?